I'm Brian Burnett.
I'm Dawn.
We moved here 2 years ago, and we were looking for churches in the area before we came. And being the data guy that I am, I had a spreadsheet of a bunch of churches I wanted to try. And the day before, maybe a couple of days before we got into town, there was a Facebook question about what are some good churches in town. And there were like 2 or 3 mentions of this Awaken City church. Like, that's not on my list. What is this place? So looked it up on the web, saw it was a Calvary Chapel. I was like, oh, kind of like to try that. That'd be fun. We'll go try that one first.
Yeah, and it happened to be that Sunday was a Next Steps class. So we thought, okay, well, it was good preaching, good music, but what's the doctrine? So we thought, well, let's stay for this Next Steps class so we can hear what this church is all about. Yeah, so in the Next Steps class, one of the things they talked about, which I had never been in a church that called it ownership, not membership. And so that really made us feel like, well, then we need to be a part of what we're doing here. And I've always had a heart for kids, love kids, and asked if I could help with the babies. So started off there and got to know Kat. She had a baby recently, and they asked if I could fill in for her while she was on maternity leave. And my first response in my head was like, there's no way I could do what she does, because she does so much. And realized when I finally prayed about it and felt like this is what I'm supposed to do, she does do a lot. And so it gave me, kind of that behind the scenes look at what all goes on with the children's ministry. And again, just feeling like at this point in our lives, we want to invest in the next generation. And this is one way that, in the church that we can do that, is to serve the kids.
So one thing we really love about Awaken City Church is their commitment to loving God and loving others. And that's really stuck out to us, especially the loving others. Everyone is very friendly.
The people that go here are just, they love the Lord, and that has been so helpful for us, whether it's at one point, I think we were actually in 3 small groups at one time. It was just a way for us to connect to people, because it's really hard to do on a Sunday morning. When you're working side by side with people there, those friendships deepen. And from there to, the people that have checked on us. We had a hard year our first year here. We moved 6 times while we were waiting for our house to be built, and Brian's father passed away. And just the support and love that we received from so many people in this church just motivated us to want to do that for other people.
So it's been really exciting, the 2 years we've been here, to see the growth in Awaken City. It was a smaller theater when we first started, and then moved up into the larger theater we're in now. Really hopeful and looking forward to having a building sometime in the future.
Yeah, and I think just the ministries that take place here, that to have a more permanent home. We've started to outgrow houses to meet at, and so to have a place where we can come together as a church and fellowship and really, cement those friendships and relationships that I think make Awaken City what it is, would be a real blessing.
I have a heart for this house because of the people. That is really the foundation, is the people that are in this church body, and the way they love and care for others is truly amazing.